Hey everyone, and welcome to the Mario and Dennis Show. I'm Mario.
I'm Dennis.
It's been a while.
It's been almost 2 months.
Yes, end of February was our last show.
I think so.
So we're back.
We're back, off and on, I think, because of our schedules working off and on. Yeah, life in general. I mean, next Monday. I know I'm in the OR for a little bit, but
transgender surgery?
No.
Okay.
I'm leaving that for Caitlyn.
Okay.
But well, I want to start off, okay, because I'm very mad. I mean, actually, I'm just disappointed at ABC Disney for canceling two of my personal favorite shows from this season. One is The Family with Joan Allen and Rupert Graves. It is one of the most intense, realistic shows on TV right now. I mean, last night was the season finale, and they didn't pick it up, so it's all left in limbo. It's like if somebody did that with Who Shot JR. I'm furious. I mean, and the thing is that the show itself, it talks about the show talks about everything that's relevant out there. I mean, I read these things in the papers every day, and it ranges from infidelity, everyone's personal agendas, pedophiles, alcoholism, homosexuality, and the biggest one, lying. I mean, maybe it's just too real for people to see it on TV, or they just can't or won't appreciate a good drama. And then ABC Disney again goes and cancels my other favorite one, Gallivant, which you're not too crazy about. No. But it's the medieval musical comedy with Broadway showstoppers like Hey Hey, We're the Monks, and My Dragon Pal and Me. I mean, Weird Al Yankovic did that one. I really don't know what's going on with TV, and that, the people that watch it. I mean, I can't even begin to think about, they canceled the Muppets even. I mean, who cancels the Muppets? I don't know. I'm outraged. And it's Disney.
I would have.
It's ABC Disney.
Well, I'm sure they have a reason for it.
And they kept your show, Once Upon a Whatever. Who cares?
Once Upon a Time.
I mean, that should be really, I was telling Douglas earlier, that should be kicked to the curb.
No, that's a really good show.
Family. No.
I think family. I think it's just a matter of timing, time slot, day of the week. I don't think it has I saw the show.
Right, but they could have moved it to a different,
They could have.
Bill Krebs, he's the executive producer. So. Kudos to him, though. I know his wife, and she's very cool. He seems very cool.
Oh, okay, good, great.
That's a personal agenda right there.
That is. Well, this Sunday is the Billboard Music Awards.
Yes,
correct.
I've been seeing a lot of
Madonna is
for that.
scheduled to honor Prince at the 2016 Billboard Music Awards. And the most successful all-girl group, the Go-Go's, will be performing We've Got the Beat, which marks its 35th anniversary.
Wow.
The group will be breaking up after this final tour.
Well, I thought they never really officially broke
up, not officially, but they are now. Because Linda Carlisle split a long time ago.
Right, and she had that solo album, and then she became like a born-again Christian or something like that. But Jane Wielden's been around because she's been in some TV shows. But I remember Vacation, the water ski, the video.
Yep, I was working at the Randolph Country
I remember
Club
Jade had the first Go-Go's album.
Yeah.
I remember that was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, daytime drama. Real daytime drama that happens during the daytime. Well, a lot of people don't really know what happened after Michael Strahan's final days on, Kelly and Michael. From what I understand, during the first commercial break, Kelly spent time talking with guest Matt Bomer while Michael left the pair alone and interacted with the audience, said an eyewitness. Right. And at the end of the show, after the champagne toast, Michael left very quickly. Then Kelly came out and filmed some other things by herself. The audience was informed that Matthew McConaughey was there to do 2 pre-taped segments. And each segment was taped with a future co-host. First, she changed clothing and then taped an episode with her husband, Mark Consuelos. Then they both left while she changed clothing again. Then she came out with David Muir from, I forget, he used to be with CNN or something, I can't remember, as co-host. Kelly did not seem upset at all about Michael being gone. Actually, she was laughing and enjoying herself. I think people had really taken to Michael Strahan. I think that was the likability. He had really a likability about him.
It was a bad move.
It was a bad move. Well, on his part.
It was a bad move on his part, and it was a bad move on it was ABC, correct?
Right. Yeah. Again,
for the way they handled it. But Michael gets a lot of airtime on this show.
Yes.
And from what I understand, he won't be getting that much airtime where he's going.
Right.
So it was I think it was a big mistake. And I'm hearing that she's doing a no-holds-barred interview with magazines and newspapers.
Oh, it came out this week.
She's doing her own thing. She doesn't really care. She's not keeping anything under wraps.
Right.
And good for her.
I mean, I like her.
You're not a big fan of her.
I'm not a big fan of it because it's like I've seen the show, and she's always like, oh, I couldn't eat that, or I couldn't eat, and it's like the woman is a twig, first of all.
Right.
And it's like, she's like, I'm fat today, and it's like, really, you're talking to middle America watching this show, and they're
Right.
looking, and I'm positive women are like, she's an idiot. I mean,
Just
I
like-
like her though, but I mean, she's not like on my my potential hypothetical BBF list.
Right.
BFF.
Right.
BBF or BFF?
BFF.
BFF. Okay.
Well, you don't have very many of those to begin with. So one
Yeah,
less
they
is
come
gonna-
see me all the
you know,
time.
Yeah. Okay.
In my
So,
sleep.
anyways, so this I was kind of taken back by because you know that Trump is now running for president, and
Right.
he did the whole the Celebrity Apprentice.
Right.
Well, NBC Entertainment Group Chairman Bob Greenblatt told reporters on the phone news conference the Celebrity Apprentice, now called the new Celebrity Apprentice,
Right.
will be starring former politician Arnold Schwarzenegger
Right,
instead of
which
GOP candidate Donald Trump,
we
which is
spoke
I don't
about
see
that.
it. It's not in the fall schedule yet, but it's going to be held for use between the voice cycles. So in between voice cycles,
Right.
then they're going to throw that show in. I just don't. I don't see him as. I don't know what value he's going to bring to the show.
I
don't get it. Of all people, I know they were thinking about casting someone else, but not Arnold, and I'm
Right.
surprised to hear that. And it's how ironic it went from the host who's becoming a politician to a former politician who wants to become a host.
Right. But it's that whole thing, politicians, movies, television, back and forth, that whole like, you know.
Yeah. Well, it won't be the same without him. Not that I love Donald Trump, but he brought something unique to the show.
Right. Well, New England Patriot Rob the Gronkowski shows why he's a tight end in the June issue of GQ magazine, his first cover issue for the mag. On the cover, the pro baller is hoisting model Haley Clausen on his shoulders, but inside, he's basically barely covering his prodigious backside with a $630 towel from Hermes. I think he's so cool. I really like him. He just doesn't, he doesn't care. And it's funny because I was driving to work one day, and on the sports radio network, on the radio, of course, they had this guy talking. He's like, who would you rather be friends with? And it was either Brady or the Gronk. And he's like, well, I like the Gronk more, but, because Brady's so serious. And it was just, really funny to hear this very, straight guy sort of talking, who do I want to be best friends with?
Right, right.
I just thought it was really, really funny. And I would probably do the same thing. I mean, who wants a brooder?
Well, Brady's more like he's become more like he's a celebrity status now, I think. So I can see him.
He does
less
keep private.
humble.
He does have a private life, which is very rare. But
Oh wow. So we talked about canceled shows.
Right.
ABC has also canceled Hayden Pantera's country music drama Nashville, hours after the actress announced she is seeking more help for her postpartum depression.
Right.
The 26-year-old has been struggling with mental health issues since giving birth to her daughter, Kaya, in 2014. She checked into rehab in October after taking a leave of absence from her TV series. On Thursday, May 12th, Hayden revealed the initial treatment wasn't enough and took Twitter to announce she is seeking further help,
Right.
which is great. Good for her.
I think that's and I feel. I mean, I was just talking about that the other day with someone, and like postpartum depression. It can really hit. It's one of those, and it doesn't. It's like it seems like it's a creeper. I mean, I can't say it because I'm
You didn't
a
have that
male,
after you
but
gave birth, right?
right. I just had I just had a plant. I planted it in the garden and it grew,
That's
so I didn't have
awesome.
to worry about any of that.
That's great.
But I don't know. I mean, well, good for her. I'm glad she realized it. But of course, the whole canceling of that show because it was doing really well. And Connie Britton is amazing in that. She's.
I'm surprised it lasted this long, to be
Right.
honest with you. I was kind of surprised.
Right. Not
But,
like Once Upon a Time, right? Yeah. Well.
So jealous.
I sort of love this new pairing, even though it's an old pairing. But Kanye West and Justin Bieber are better friends than one would have thought of. So much that the rapper reached out and stayed in touch with the 22-year-old, who is allegedly beginning to show signs that fame has gotten the better of him. Earlier this week, fans were left stunned to see Justin walking through a park on his bare feet, as he fed 2 squirrels. On the same day, Biebs made it known that he would no longer be allowing fans to take photos with him, stressing that it has gotten to the point where he feels like he's in a zoo. Kanye seems convinced that Justin is beginning to show clear signs that Hollywood is getting to him and reportedly wants to help him stay on the right path. That's all I can say is, wow, that Kanye is giving this advice to Justin.
I didn't understand what the big deal was with walking barefoot.
I didn't.
In
I
the
did. I
park?
did read
I
that, and I
answered
was
it.
like,
Who cares? That's not a big deal. What bothers me is that he doesn't want to take pictures with his fans anymore. These are the people who made him.
Right.
You know.
Because if it wasn't for his little tween fans on YouTube, he would be nowhere. He would actually probably be walking barefoot in the park because he would have no money.
Right, exactly.
So
if he doesn't want to feel like a zoo animal, get out of the business, because we all know when you're in that business, like you and I, fans are always around us. You can't fight them off.
Coming back from our return here, I mean, the red carpet, the Steppenwolf.
I know, it's incredible. Incredible.
Did we mention, are we going to be mentioning Mariah in this one? I'm not sure.
We'll get there. We'll see what happens. So this I was happy about.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Lange.
Yes, this is going to rock.
So Jessica Lange and Susan Sarandon are set in season 1 of a new FX miniseries produced by our friend Ryan Murphy, who also does American Horror Story, titled Feud.
Oh, Jason.
First season revolves around the legendary feud between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis that occurred during the making of the 1962 feature film Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Davis, the attacker in the movie, was supposed to only simulate violence, but as she raised and swung her right foot, encased in a black ankle-strapped shoe, she made contact with Crawford's head. Not too many people know that, gashing her scalp, which needed 3 stitches and causing a lump size of an egg. Now, that's not the reason why they had the feud, but that didn't help, and I think that was done obviously on purpose.
Right. Well, I'm sure. Well, that was supposedly their comeback movie. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. I mean, I saw it when I was a kid first, and it scared the crap out of me. But it's a really good movie. And there's, if certain people know, there are the key phrases like, but yeah, Blanche, and, They've been showing a lot of clips of the scene where Bette Davis comes down and pretends she's Joan Crawford's character. And she picks up the phone, she's like, yes, this is her. It's just, oh my God, it's such a good movie, though. I highly recommend it to our fans that watch it. Right. And someone's playing Victor Bruno's role. I forget who it is. Really, a pretty good known actor. But it's off.
We'll come back next time with it.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner's representative is vehemently dismissing a report by The Wrap that claims that the I Am Kate star was considering transitioning back to being a male. The original story started that in the research of the family, a Kardashian biographer came to notice that Jenner had been miserable for months following his gender transition and considering transitioning back to being a man. One source had confirmed that Caitlyn has made whispers of sex change regret, hinting she might go back to being Bruce Jenner. And then the author, Ian Halperin, had said that was said to him, and that's what he's sort of writing about now. Jenner's rep responded with exasperation to the New York Daily News. Not worth commenting on such an idiotic report, they said. Of course, it's not true. I mean, we all know that I Am Kate is failing in ratings. It's so bad. I've heard that or read that she has been asking the Kardashians to be back on their show, which is sort of ending their leg. And that whole Sports Illustrated posing naked with the medals was another big thing. And this guy, Ian, actually, in today's paper, is standing by what he had said, that she is considering it. And he goes on saying that, publicists are publicists. They're going to say they can talk themselves out of a hole and lie and this and that, which is, if you have publicists or you know them or you were one, you know how it works. So I don't know. And honestly, I really don't care. I mean, but if you're going to make a mockery or just, I mean, it's not, this is something, I'm sorry, it's really, it's killing people with their identity. And to go be able to say, oh, I'm this now, but oh, wait, I want to go back to... It's
a mockery.
Fair.
It's making a mockery of
right, and it's like just because you have a lot of money too. Some people who are doing it are spending their last dime.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just have no respect.
And she went out there to make a statement.
Right.
And she through all the interviews, she talked about how difficult of a life she lived because she was living a lie, and then she finally gets to become who she's always wanted to be. And I can understand in the very beginning, I think it's a tough transition, not just physically, but mentally.
Sure
you know what I mean? So
yes.
Maybe at one point she might have said, what did I do? Because her whole life changed. But to now go back and just, without a thought to how it's going to affect all of these people. There are people that looked up to her.
Right.
And the community as well.
Right.
It's a shame.
I heard I think I heard that, she's just upset because she's not getting all the freebies that the Kardashian girls are getting now.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Well.
Please. She's probably been more popular now than she has been in the last 30 years. I mean.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, they still do show reruns of the movie.
Can't Stop the Music.
Can't Stop the Music. Him and Valerie Perrine and the Village People.
Yeah,
that should have said something way back in the 70s when he had the short shorts with the cutout
nylon biker shorts. I actually like that movie.
I love that movie. The music's really good too.
It was. Okay. So, all right. Well, Fox has given a series order to My Kitchen Rules, a new celebrity cooking competition. The 8th episode series will pit celebrity duos against each other as they take turns hosting dinner parties where their food will be tasted by judges and former competitors. Now, Curtis Stone, Top Chef Masters, and Kate Cora, the Iron Chef America, will be the judges on the show. So, it's just following all these other cooking trends. Chopped and Chopped Jr. are now My Kitchen Rules.
Right.
And that's the same station that, what's-his-face is on, Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
Fox. So just something else to add to their venue. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear, just quickly, that this sounds like it'll be more of a success than Cocktails with Kourtney.
What was that?
It was Khloe Kardashian in her living room with her guests, having cocktails, playing board games, like I saw 15 minutes of it, and it was just so bad. I'm glad they.
I just think it's funny because I think half the celebrities, like these really very affluent celebrities, they don't cook. It's the maids, it's the housekeepers.
Right. Or they just do like takeout or.
Right. So it'd be interesting to see what these guys come up with. I can't imagine.
Some of them are pretty good cooks, though.
Like Valerie Bertinelli's a judge on one of the cooking shows, and I don't understand where that. Because she was on Jenny Craig, she lost all that weight. Now she's an expert.
But maybe she learned how to cook healthy, so that could be her pitch, her angle.
I don't know. Opening a frozen package and throwing it in the microwave. So
microwave. Well. What we've heard, and it's not totally confirmed, but Cyndi Lauper had the not-so-genius idea of releasing a country album. Well, supposedly it is a flop, and it's only expected to sell about 10,000 copies during its debut week, which I think is this week.
I love her.
I love Cyndi Lauper. I will buy it anyways, just because I love her, and I'm sure it's going to one of her key main charities, which I can't remember. I don't know if it's. I think it's breast cancer. Is it?
I don't know. I know she does a lot for.
But she does the LGBTQ also. I mean, but I'll buy it anyways, just for the sake of it. But I think it's really good. I saw the picture. I think we're going to post it.
Yeah, we are. But I don't. It's the wrong genre for her.
It is, yeah.
There's no way the country community is going to embrace Cyndi Lauper. Not because they don't like her, but country music, it takes a special individual. I think. It's not about talent. It's just that genre being able to live those lyrics, and I think she's just not there.
Speaking of when we lost Mel Haggard, when he passed away when we weren't doing the show. Loved Mel Haggard.
We did.
Okay, your turn.
All right, so this isn't big news, but a KTL meteorologist was apparently sporting too much skin on the Saturday morning news. Liberté Chan, in a black sleeveless dress, was reporting the weather on KTL when someone off camera held up a sweater on the camera for her to wear. After Chan exclaimed, "You want me to put this on? Why? Because it's cold?" A man from behind the scenes answered, "We're getting a lot of emails." And I saw what happened was she actually had another dress on. Something happened, so she changed into this black, shiny cocktail dress. And you see an arm. And we're going to show the picture. There's an arm with a sweater. And she made a comment about, looking like a librarian. Of course, those emails came in.
Right.
Why are you stereotyping a librarian?
Right.
Well, because we can.
I don't think I've ever known a librarian has worn a black cocktail dress.
Right.
And which would you like? What was it? What's that? Dewey Decimal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Dewey's having a cocktail party. Are you going tonight? Yes, I got my cocktail dress in the back. Well, I'm very happy about this because with all the whole hype about the new Wonder Woman coming out and all that, but the original, Linda Carter, will be honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 41st Annual Gracie Awards Gala on May 24th at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel in Beverly Hills. The Alliance for Women in Media Foundation announced this past week. The Gracie Awards honor outstanding individual achievements and programming by, for, and about women. I think that's great. She has done a lot.
She looks great,
She looks great. What was her last name? Diana. I had it in my comments. What was her character name? Diana what? when she was she was the original Wonder Woman. She like spawned.
She was.
She's an icon. She really is. She put Wonder Woman back on the map.
I can't remember. Not Diana Prince.
It was Diana something. It's gonna hit me in my sleep.
I can't remember.
But good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah, she also released.
She has a CD. Yeah. Yep. I know she's had a couple concerts. And, Zyterian, are you watching? I always say that. Zyterian, are you watching? They don't take my advice. I don't know.
Well, they call this a wardrobe malfunction, but it was more like the fabric was screaming for help. Khloe Kardashian arrived at Beyonce's concert in Pasadena on May 14th wearing a black jumpsuit.
Oh.
Now, that clearly did not have enough give in that important area of the Kardashians. It stretched across her rear so much that it went from a black jumpsuit to a see-through jumpsuit, and you could clearly see it all. I think she had a thong on too with a lace on it. It just was not. Do these people not have mirrors when they leave the house? I mean, I don't understand that.
They just do it. I don't really care. I mean,
well, you love the Kardashians.
No, I don't. I love. Goodness, please! I just rolled over in my pre-grade. Okay, well, back to like real sort of semi-entertainment news. Katherine Heigl and Laverne Cox are headed to CBS primetime lineup in a new drama called Doubt. In this, it's a legal drama. Katherine plays Sadie, a smart, chic, successful defense lawyer at a boutique firm, which shockingly gets romantically involved with one of her clients, who may not be guilty of a brutal crime. Basically, I don't know. I'm glad that Katherine Heigl's back. I love her.
Yeah.
And Laverne Cox, of course, maybe Laverne Cox is the client. There's not that much out there that it's just. It could be something very interesting.
But I like her, and I'm glad she's back in television because she had a bad rap for a while.
She got a really bad rap, and they still. I think she was desperate to get back with the ins with her whole when she was pregnant in that pregnant movie. I forget his name. Seth Rogen.
Okay.
And none of the crew or any of the people that were on it still would not get in touch with her, and she was begging and begging, and but
never beg.
I know. It depends on what it's for, but
exactly.
Yeah. But I love this too because I still watch Modern Family. Thank God it's still on ABC because they haven't canceled that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that would flip.
No, that's a moneymaker. They win award after award after award.
Modern Family star Nolan Gould, who plays the little boy, I forget his name. Well, he's a teenager now. He's almost an adult. Says if there's one thing that's certain about his fame, it's that he's become a MILF magnet, MILF. Gould, who plays Luke Dunphy on the show, was on Matt Weiss and Theo Vaughn's podcast, allegedly, this past week. He discussed the constant attention he's getting by older ladies. And even though he's 17 years old, Gould said it's still fun to tease. And he's very handsome. He's growing into his looks, and I think that's great. And that he's
Which one is he?
He's the son. He's
the Hispanic?
No. He's Dunphy's son. Phil Dunphy's son.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So and he is. I think it's very interesting that he's taking it from that comical approach. And I don't know what MILF means. Is it something we can't say? Because I don't know. I didn't even look it up.
Mothers, I'd like to.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, no, I wouldn't have brought the story up. But okay.
Well, I'm going to give this to you.
I'm so excited about this one. I know. I mean, talking about shocking comeback attempts, because earlier we had Kate, whatever. The man who owns the Nevada brothel where Lamar Odom overdosed last year says he wants Lamar Odom back, offering free women and booze, but is adamant absolutely no drugs this time. Owner Dennis Hoff, not related to, what's his name? Hoff. Who's the other Hoff? The actor Hoff.
Can't think.
Knight Rider. Hasselhoff. That's it, Hasselhoff. No relation. So owner Dennis Hoff of the Love Ranch says sex and alcohol weren't Lamar's issue. It was drugs. So as long as Lamar stays clean, why not go back to the place he enjoyed? That makes sense. First night and 2 girls are on me, Hoff said. Plus all the Remy Martin you can drink. And Hoff did say that when he's there, privacy will be ensured, turning off security cameras and phones, and he'll ensure that there is strict, no cameras, no phones. I think it's actually, he was happy. I'd be happy if I was away from Khloe or Courtney, or whichever one. But I think it's interesting, it's very funny. And that's the place where Marilyn Monroe, or somebody died there, or somebody.
Not at the brothel.
No, but something had happened. Marilyn Monroe was at the brothel. Someone, I was quickly reading about it.
Well, I'm sure he gets a lot of business now. I'm sure that's great advertising for the
Oh,
brothel,
I'm sure. Well,
you know?
well, yeah.
Absolutely.
I would like
Probably
to check it
that's why
out,
he
not
wants
just
it.
but just to
Okay, whatever floats your boat.
we can like go to Las
Pretend we're
Vegas
lost. Hi, can we come in?
well, I was going to compare tassels. Like who?
Oh, okay.
which one's?
I'm
Is it
still
Crazy
trying to
Glue or
spin
Elmer's?
in
I'm not
different
sure.
Directions. So I'm going to just go through this story real quickly because of time. Gwen Stefani is on a tour right now. What the Truth Feels Like tour, and it's tanking.
Right.
And I'm not surprised. So perhaps Blake Shelton should join her and bring up the ticket sales or something, because she's not doing well whatsoever. It's not doing well. Period.
Right.
I think. She's been out of it. She's been out of it for a while. I don't remember the last time she went on tour. I think her fan base may have changed, or maybe isn't there.
But
she
was
will
being a
never.
mother.
I know, and unfortunately, sometimes you have to choose one or the other. And she chose, which took the moral high ground and chose to be a great mom. But it's going to affect her career now, unfortunately. I mean, other than The Voice, is there anything I can?
Please
think
support Gwen, not the other Gwen she was selling a. Did you see that gold-plated dildo for $35,000?
No.
Gwenny, the one just. Yeah.
No,
But
I didn't, but thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it just popped into my. It popped into my head.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
I guess basically that's it, right? Or do you have any
pretty
last
much.
tidbits? I mean,
No,
voting's
I'm
getting close. We haven't really
yes.
brought up the election, Donald Trump, blah blah. Who really cares?
Yeah, we don't really care. Not
We
on this
don't
show.
care about
We don't
that.
care
What
on
I
this
care
show.
about is, again, and we note this, that we want a Tully next year. I'm gonna drill it into everybody's head.
Yes.
Okay. Even if I have to take them to the what's the brochel's name again?
Yeah, there you go.
Like kickbacks.
Yeah, there you go. The only thing, I mean, other than what we're not going to talk about, I feel bad for Sharon Osbourne.
I know Ozzy just. Well,
That's really sad.
they've broken up before though too.
He should be very thankful to have the woman that he has.
Yeah.
That wraps up this night's edition of the Mario and Dennis Show. I'm Mario.
I'm Dennis.
Have a great night.
Bye.